Hello everyone, checking volume. I'm here with Michiko. This is Michiko right here. This is Michiko right there. Wait, there she is. Oh my God, I'm very happy to be here in California where it's actually a little chilly today and a little cloudy, and just wanted to say hi and answer a few questions from you if you've got any. Fix myself here. We are back from Vietnam, as all of you know, and we are now getting ready to make fabulous our Alsace trip. Most importantly, best news for you is we have a mailing list now over at cpgtrips.com. So if you go to cpgtrips.com, you'll see a mailing list option. Join the mailing list so that you can find out about future trips. We are sold out, as you probably have heard, of the Alsace, France trip for Christmas. We're sold out of both Rwanda trips, but we are talking every day about what trips to do at the end of 2019, in 2020. We're already into 2021 in terms of our discussions about where to go. Of course, we want to hear from you about where you want to go. I can't guarantee anything, but I'd be very interested. So definitely give me your comments below here and let me know the places you're interested in going. Hi, everybody. Let me know where you are right now. We are headed to, you're not going to believe it, but we're going to go to a Vietnamese restaurant for lunch. One of the things I will talk about in the podcast when I share my experiences about this trip is it has definitely opened me up to Vietnamese cuisine. Being in Vietnam, I was not a big fan of Vietnamese cuisine before, but having immersed ourselves in it while we were there, I'm really excited about it. We've got a ton of Vietnamese restaurants here in Oakland, some of which we've been to before, but I never went back to because I was like, yeah, but now I know kind of what I love and what I want to ask for, and definitely asking for no cilantro. And so we're going to go to one called Ciclo right here on Piedmont Avenue in Oakland. There's also Golden Lotus, which is the vegan restaurant here in Oakland. It's a Vietnamese restaurant we've been to a gazillion times. It was probably our first vegan restaurant ever when we first moved to California, which was now 20 years ago. We're celebrating our 20-year anniversary here in California in July. So Golden Lotus is a Vietnamese restaurant and it is a vegan restaurant, and it was our first restaurant. So we're very familiar with it. So we want to try some new restaurants we haven't been to before. But we've got Axel. Hi, Axel from Stockholm. We've got Christine in Portland. And hello, Melody. I just want to also make sure you know I have a new blog post out about garbage. Thinking about garbage a lot lately, and I talk kind of about our experience about, since we don't have food waste in our garbage, we don't need plastic garbage bags anymore. Kind of revelatory, kind of mind-blowing, even though it sounds so obvious. I'm really excited about that. Bonjour, says Christine, because Christine's joining us. You're joining us, right, Christine? I can't keep track anymore. We have 75 people signed up for our upcoming trips, more than that, and right? Yeah, way more than that, and I can't keep track of who's coming on what trip. On that note, if you'd like to come to Oakland, we are everyone's signing up for the Compassion and Action Conference this weekend. I'm seeing a flood of signups come in. One of the reasons might be because we're offering complimentary kayak or canoe trips on the lake during lunchtime, either Saturday or Sunday. You can certainly sign up for this on your own. People will pay for this, but until April 30th, I'm offering complimentary kayak and or canoe, depends on, or paddle boat, whatever you want, or pedal boat, whatever they're called. So if you sign up for the Compassion and Action Conference between now and April 30th, you'll get complimentary kayak, canoe, or pedal boat, either Saturday or Sunday. You can pick. And Sandy from Seattle just signed up. I do know that. And Sandy's also coming to Rwanda. This is one of the things I love. Sandy, I'm so thrilled you signed up. I saw that you did. I'm so excited. And one of the things I love is what's happening between the conferences and the trips, and other ways here on Facebook Live, is that we're really creating this, I think, really awesome community of people. I think I've already had a really awesome community of people, but between the trips and the conferences, we're seeing this kind of rotation of people coming through both, and it's really exciting. I was not on the Gordon Ramsay program. No, I was never on the Gordon Ramsay program, although We're actually in the process of trying to send Gordon Ramsay some copies of the 30-Day Vegan Challenge, because it sounds like he's more open to veganism than ever before, which is lovely. Anybody who's ever open to veganism deserves to have the 30-Day Vegan Challenge to guide you through the process and the transition. And of course, right now I'm working on In Defense of Compassion, my 7th book. I'm calling it my 7th book because it will be the 7th book out in the world once it's written. Sorry, I have something in my eyeball. And Michael says, I really like Vietnamese food. It always seems very fresh and easily vegan. For sure, fresh. That was definitely something, the big takeaway with the Vietnam trip versus the Thailand trip, even though all of the food was really fresh in Thailand. It was just a heavier cuisine, which is very interesting because they're both equally hot Southeast Asian countries. So, and of course there's lots of fresh salads in Thai food too, but I don't know, I just really remember our food was a lot heavier, a lot richer, whereas the cuisine in Vietnam was a lot lighter. I just really enjoyed it. And he said, wish we had more in San Diego. We were in Seattle a while back and found completely vegan Vietnamese restaurant. Amazing owner too. Right on. Yeah, we've got a ton. We've really got a ton of Vietnamese. We've got a huge Asian population here in Oakland, but lots of Vietnamese restaurants. Just wait until I go to Korea, South Korea, because maybe I'll get into Korean cuisine. That's why you travel. That's what I love so much about traveling, is that it just expands your world and opens up your options. And if you can take back gifts with you that then you incorporate into your life, I think that's one of the joys of travel. Actually, I took back very like specific gifts. This is one of the skirts I had made, if you can see it. So we were in Hoi An, and Hoi An is known for its tailoring, and so a number of us got some clothes made, and I got this really pretty skirt made. I'm very excited about it. Anne says, you look like a woman that was. Thanks. Oh, yeah, that wasn't me, or maybe it was me and I just don't remember. That could be possible. And David says, cooking with Charlie cookbook. Wait, did I miss something back there? David, say hello to Charlie from Portland. Well, I've got Michka with me. Charlie's inside right now. It's really windy and cloudy, and I don't think it's going to really give way. The clouds are pretty prevalent here. But if you have any more questions, we are actually on our way to lunch, and then from there we're actually going to test drive a new Prius Prime. So our Prius that we've had for 14 years and 200,000 miles has finally died. It was the first Prius of the new generation, and we loved that car. And just a couple days after I got back from Vietnam, it died. So it's in the shop. They've loaned us a car, which has been very helpful. I needed it early this week. But we are looking at the Prius Prime, which is the plug-in hybrid. And there are other plug-in hybrids, but we just love the Toyota Prius so much that if we were to get a plug-in hybrid, we would get the Prius Prime. So we're going to test drive a Prius Prime, and we're also going to test drive the Chevy Bolt, which is a full 100% electric car. We don't drive a lot, but we've been calculating the times we do drive, and of course we could just do no car, which we've considered. The problem is there are things that would make it really difficult to not have a car, and those are the times that we go hiking, which is actually pretty frequent. We can certainly walk to the trails from our house, but not all trails, not all the trails we love, and not some of our favorite trails. So it would make it really hard, because some of the places we hike, there's not, we wouldn't be able to get reception to call a car. So we drive very little as it is, but that's why we were looking at the Prius Prime, because the Prius Prime is, it's completely electric for the first 25 miles. And then after 25 miles, it kicks into gasoline, or you just charge it again. So as long as we keep it charged, and just keep using the electric, it's very possible we won't really need to kick into gas until we do any of our longer trips, like when we do our county trips. Now, that's why we're looking at the 100% electric car, but it is way more expensive. Now, the federal tax credit is a lot higher with the 100% electric car. It's about half of that for the plug-in hybrid. But these are all the considerations we're taking all these considerations into our decision. So So it's exciting. I mean, we've had the same car for 14 years, which I'm fine with. If it lasted us another 14 years, I would have been fine with that too. But that we are looking at options for other cars. It's kind of fun. I don't know. Something new, something different, which is always good. So if you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them. Make sure you go listen to the new Food for Thought podcast episode on food waste. It's called Food Waste Part 2, Food is Not Garbage. To me, I just, there's just been some revelatory new ways of thinking through this process of my zero waste journey. And I'm happy to share them with you. In that episode, you're going to hear lots and lots of practical tips for reducing waste in the kitchen in the first place. So as you'll hear, part 3 of food waste, of the food waste series, is actually composting, and that's going to be talking about composting whether you are in an apartment, whether you have a garden or not, whether you're in a house, whether you're in an urban area, suburban area, rural area, it doesn't matter. Thanks for asking, Mary. You can find the podcast wherever you find podcasts. So it's on Google Play, it's on iTunes, it's on Stitcher. You can go right to my website, joyfulvegan.com, and you can actually listen right on the website. The audio, there's a player right there, so you can listen right on there. And you'll see this is the 13th year of the podcast, so there's lots to catch up on if you're interested. But you'll notice the most recent episodes are specifically on zero waste. And the first one is called Zero Waste. It ain't about recycling. The second one is called Food Waste Part 1, How Animal Products Hinder Zero Waste Goals. And the Food Waste Part 2 is Food is Not Garbage. Food Waste Part 3 will be on composting. Richard says, "Hi, Colleen, you look such a housewife while wearing that lovely skirt." I know, it's very, it is very, I don't know, it feels very 50s, but very Parisian. I feel like I should be in Paris right now. It is such a gorgeous skirt. Can you see the skirt? I just love this skirt so much. It's really beautiful. It's very flowy and very, very feminine. Yeah, so we had this skirt. I had this skirt made. Anyway, it's very beautiful. I don't mind looking like a housewife. That's what I am. Well, I mean, not like in the true sense of the word, but I am a wife, and I do have a house, and I do like keeping house, and I do like having, I do like cooking and entertaining. So that makes me a housewife. That's what I am. Julie gets points because she says I have listened to every podcast episode. So Julie, you don't have to kiss up to me. You're already coming to Rwanda. Julie's coming to Rwanda with her whole family, with her husband and her 2 adult sons, which we're very excited to have you on, Julie. So you can start connecting with other people on here, but we've also started our Facebook groups for our Rwanda 1 and 2. Did you have it made in Vietnam? I did. This skirt, I actually had 4 skirts made in Vietnam. I wasn't going to get anything made. I actually brought a dress with me just to get hemmed. Because I was like, yeah, I don't need to get anything made. Yeah, whatever. I don't really care about that kind of thing. So we get to the tailors, and there's so many beautiful fabrics, and I was wearing a skirt that I already liked, and I was like, well, if you kind of match this design, I like this style. So I got 2 really pretty A-line skirts, and then 2 really pretty flowy skirts like this, and then the dress that I was just going to get hemmed, they did take it in a little bit as well, which was nice. And then that dress is so pretty, and I like the cut so much that I actually had them replicate that dress in black. Is that everything? I think that's everything I got. And then David got a couple shirts made, and then a number of other women who were on the trip, and actually men too. Alan got a couple pairs of trousers and shorts made, and then some ladies got some more dresses and skirts made. So it was super, super fun. Do I follow Alkaline? No, I don't. And sorry, I don't really follow any kind of specific diet other than not eating animal products. So what you'll find in my work is lots of information about living as compassionately and healthfully as possible, but how people specifically want to create their diet, like alkaline, not alkaline, acidic, eating only blue foods, eating gluten, not gluten, soy, not soy, oil, not soy. That's not really my business. However, people want to, kind of craft their specific diet, from just not eating animal products is really up to them. My philosophy is very simple. I really encourage people to eat by color as much as possible. That's really where all the phytonutrients are. And the more you're eating by color, the more whole foods you're eating. So I do recommend a whole foods diet as the foundation, but beyond that, I have no particular philosophy that I adhere to other than eat by color and don't eat animals. You're welcome to follow. I still think you'll get lots of information from the work that I do, even though I don't adhere, like I said, to any particular philosophy. Let's see, what else do we have here? Luciana, hi Luciana, welcome, ciao. And you're welcome. You're welcome. Part 1, says Aline, was really eye-opening for me, she says. Thank you. It's been eye-opening for me too, and I'm really excited to share it with all of you, and thank you for being open to it. It's been quite a journey, and there's so much more to say. I feel like my shirt keeps getting wrinkled and looks funny. There's so much more to say, and I'm going to be saying it. It's just going to be a pretty busy time between the conference that we have coming up in August, which of course will end in August. But then I have the book that I need to write by December, so I'm full on every second of the day writing chapters for the new book. And then what else? Oh, and then just all of the Zero Waste podcast episodes I'm writing. It's pretty intense. It's pretty intense. Thank you, Anne. That's very sweet of you. That's lovely. Thank you. I got a new phone. I don't know if the phone helps with the camera, but yeah, I have a new phone, and the camera is a lot better. So that might be contributing to it. So anyway, if you don't have any more questions, I feel like I've given you as much information as I can. Go read the newest blog. It's called Zero Waste. It's called Food Scraps, Zero Waste Food Scraps. So that's on joyfulvegan.com. Go to cpgtrips.com and make sure you join the mailing list. Join the Compassion in Action Conference. It's going to be a pretty fabulous conference in August. It's filling up. I'm very excited. For those who join on the platinum level, we have a few spots left. You can join me here at my house on Friday night, which is the night before the conference begins, which begins on Saturday. And then if you join between now and April 30th, you get complimentary kayak, pedal boat, or canoe, because we will cover that, but you have to sign up between now and April 30th. And beyond, if you sign up after that, you can still get that. You'll just have to pay for it. And so go to compassionandactionconference.com. Go to the podcast and listen to the podcast. The last few episodes on Zero Waste, I think you'll get a lot out of. I'm really grateful that I'm hearing from so many people who are inspired by the information I'm sharing. Like I said, this is so eye-opening for me, and it's really life-changing for me, and I'm really grateful to be able to share it with you, and I really appreciate that you're receiving it so beautifully. Julie says, any more sightings of the new additions to the deer family? No. I am looking every single day for deer, every second. I'm always looking. You always see me looking. I had a friend who was staying here last week, and I said, by the way, if you ever see me just kind of looking around, it's because I'm always just looking for deer. So I have not. I've seen one of the females, the adult females. I've seen Athena, and was it earlier? Maybe yesterday evening I saw Antonella, and I think Antonella is the mother, but I can't tell yet. So we've got 2 adult does, and they've been spending a lot of time here by the house. So I think she's keeping the baby close by. Now I saw only one little baby prancing behind the mama, the female, and they're usually deer give birth to 2 at a time. That's kind of the default. If they give birth to 1, it's usually an indication that something's not right. It's not like a huge. It doesn't mean there's a defect. It just means like either they weren't getting enough food, or they're not strong enough, or they might have some kind of sickness. But it could also just be an anomaly. But I have a feeling there's 2, and I only saw the 1. But I am also glad I'm feeling better, Christine. Thank you very much. It's been a very interesting month, but I'm feeling much better. I get my MRI results back on Wednesday. Well, I have the film, but I go to see my orthopedic surgeon on Wednesday to find out why the heck my knee is still not 100%, and we'll find out. He'll be able to read it and tell me right away if it's torn meniscus. I kind of have a feeling it is, but we will find out on Wednesday. So anyway, you want to see the kitty, Mary? I'll show you the kitty. I'll end with showing you Michiko. And thank you, Luciana. I'm very excited as well to be feeling better. Okay, the most important thing is showing you Michiko. Oops, hold on. Hold on. Oh. I'm very excited. my phone works in that holder. Excuse me, Mitsuko, everybody wanted to see your beautiful self. I was petting her, so now she's got fur all shedding. They're not big shedders, Charlie and Michiko. I'm very grateful for that. I'm very, very happy. Maybe they're looking for the second baby. Yeah, well, it's possible. Moms usually leave their babies exactly where they remember, and the babies are they do not leave. One thing I was really grateful for is a friend called me the other day and said he sees a baby deer. Did I tell you this? And he said he's all alone and he looks like he's breathing heavily, and where should we take him? And I said, leave him be. The deer is fine. Mom's probably really nearby. And he said, yeah, mom's right here. And I was like, okay, leave the fawn. This is what the moms do. The moms leave the baby fawns, and the fawns know not to move. And mom will come back, and then a couple days later, she will teach them how to be deer and show them the ropes. So if you see a baby fawn, leave the baby fawn unless you see them in like utter distress, or if the mom is dead. But otherwise, leave the baby fawns. David just told me that he is ready, and we are going to go get lunch now, and then I have to bring Michiko inside. Michiko, what is he going to do? We have to go inside. You've got fur all over. You've got stray fur all over. Now we're going to have to bring you inside. Okay, everybody. Thanks. Thanks, Sherry. I'll talk to you soon. For the animals, this is Colleen Patrick-Goudreau. Thanks for watching.